They're just gross. They look like spiders. Yeah, and they poop everywhere.
Thousands upon thousands of Mormon crickets creeping across Elko right now.
We just stay inside. We don't go outside.
They're in fields, roaming the streets. They're even climbing the hospital walls.
It got to the point where just to get patients into the hospital, we had people out there with leaf blowers, with brooms. At one point, we even did have a tractor with a snowplow on it just to try to push the piles of crickets and keep them moving on their way.
The crickets made their way into town on Monday and within days had taken over some areas of the community.
They're in their migratory phase, if you want to call it that, and they're moving it. And Mormon crickets can move up to a mile a day.
Jeff Knight is an entomologist for the Nevada Department of Agriculture. He says the crickets have a 4 to 6 year cycle and then they disappear for a while. The dormant period for Elko ended in 2019, so now they're back.
I do sympathize with people because, it is kind of overwhelming to have these kind of populations, but they will go away.
And they drop from the ceiling down. Or no. Yeah, they're gross. They're super gross.
For Precious Drake, the crickets can't move on fast enough. She draws the line when they're inside her home.
I have a electric outlet that doesn't have a cover on it. Somehow one of them got in and was looking at me when I woke up.
We're so happy to welcome you to our very first baby shower in Operation Homefront.
This is Sydney. She's 2.5 months old.
Everybody here is a new and expectant military moms.
My husband is a captain stationed at Hill.
We've got 75 moms out today that we are just showering with gifts and attention.
I'm currently in the Navy. I am stationed at Salt Lake City Met.
Today they are getting showered. Military moms, spouses, partners. They are amazing humans. So I think it's important that we wrap our arms around them and we thank them, especially during this special time of the year.
They're receiving baby bundle baskets that have all the essentials to bring home babies.
I'm due in 4 weeks, so I need to get on with it.
Jessica Aurelius.
Yeah, they said over $600 worth of stuff in every basket.
So awesome.
It means a lot because as military moms, a lot of us don't have family nearby.
We don't really have much family and stuff out here.
And hoping to create an opportunity for them to meet other moms so that they can build their own little network of support.
I appreciate it.
And I had no idea what to expect, but they blew it out of the water.
This way.
Okay.
Operation Homefront's mission statement is to build strong, stable, and secure military families.
It means the world to me that they care and that they see us and see the sacrifice that we make as well.
Overall, super good day. Super excited.
We're going to make these origami dinosaurs. There's a lot of symmetry in origami.
It's an ancient Japanese art that requires patience, precision, and sometimes a touch of luck.
So like this.
14-year-old Braden loves origami.
When I use normal origami paper, it just tears, so I tend to use printer paper.
Printer paper works a little bit better.
He loves knowing that a series of small folds can lead to an intricate design.
This little flap right here, open it. And then this crease should just automatically fold in on itself.
At Mulberry Paper and More in North Salt Lake,
Folded into the center line.
Braden shared how he developed a passion for origami in elementary school.
I seen a kid that folded like a little fortune teller. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So the next school semester, I made one and everybody just thought it was cool.
And now he can make all kinds of cool things, including dinosaurs.
Sometimes I give them to people. Sometimes I'll build something and then remake it into something else.
Braden also loves skateboarding, video games, and fast cars. He's saving up to buy one.
I really want a Honda NSX or a Mazda Speed 3. Before I drive it a whole bunch, I want to upgrade it.
Braden has lived in foster care for 2 years, and despite a broken adoption,
it's been a little bit rough there and then, but we all get through things.
He remains optimistic about finding a forever family.
I never grew up with a dad, so I really want a dad at least.
Braden would love to have siblings, and he would love to teach them about origami.
The folds we're doing right now are considered a mountain fold.
But right now, what he needs is a connection, someone to love and guide him, and over time, live up to his definition of a family.
Just that we care about each one another, and no matter what, we'll stick together.
Cheers to the dinos.
Something different.
Utes fans can find almost anything in the campus store.
For the Harley.
Which for fans like Howard Graham,
just a new hat,
can be quite the adventure when the credit card bill arrives.
Gonna get them both. When in doubt, buy them both.
He doesn't care, though, because the months-long anticipation of a new Utah football season was just hours away.
Never had kids, but it's kind of like you're the father and you're just waiting for the wife to give birth. You want to see what the new kids are going to do when they walk and run, you know.
That's one way to put it.
Utah youth! Ah!
There's just something about football and fall that go together.
Baseball, basketball, nothing. Football. I need football to go the whole year.
Receipts in the bag for you.
It's why Utah's campus store was packed today. Fans buying the latest hats, shirts, whatever, just in time for kickoff.
I would say this game is probably the busiest we've been this early in the season in my 10 years here, to be honest with you, and it's been all week.
We even found Florida fans buying Utes gear.
These are new future Ute fans from Florida.
Graham was having a little fun with them.
We're glad they came.
For him, it's all about having fun and connecting with other fans, no matter who they cheer for.
It's a great time, and to be a fan, it's a great time.
But nothing makes him feel more connected to the team than the 22 hanging around his neck.
I had this made special.
That's the uniform number for both Utes players Ty Jordan and Aaron Lowe, who died in 2020 and 2021.
They're with us. They would be a senior this year, so we miss them.
For Graham and many Utes fans, it's a way to honor the past.
They're never leaving.
While looking forward to another exciting football season.
Go Utes!
It's going to be 53 more. Would you like the receipt?
Amidst the tourists and traders,
Have a good day.
you might not hear the sound that's been heard for generations.
My grandkids really love the thump of this here patter here.
A sound Vivian DeShenny grew up listening to.
I got my thrill and from my grandma.
And Grandma passed her tools on to Vivian when she was 14 years old.
All you need is your hands and your weaving and your thinking and your thoughts and your prayers.
She was born in Salt Lake City and later moved to Arizona. Vivian is the only remaining Navajo rug weaver at the Cameron Trading Post.
They're all deceased and they didn't really teach their children, their grandchildren.
Her pattern is one of a kind.
So all my rugs, they have a part of me.
Butterfly, it's a medicine wheel. Friendship hand, so it's just my hand and my trusty pliers.
Jimmy is a silversmith.
Starting with the right leg.
From the Navajo Nation.
Anything that I can draw on a piece of paper without picking it up, I can make.
He was 8 years old when Jimmy discovered he could make jewelry.
Calms my nerves, makes me feel good, that I can do all this with my hands.
The deer he's making tells a story of a 4,000-year-old talisman found in a cave near the Grand Canyon. It was originally created to help bring good luck and help his ancestors find food.
Try to do everything in fours, because there's 4 seasons.
Making jewelry deers was passed down by his grandfather and is a tradition he hopes to continue.
That's why I share with my kids. My kids all make the same type of jewelry.
It's not just about displaying and selling their art, it's about carrying on their family traditions.
These days, children are not really interested in learning the culture of weaving.
Vivian teaches her family to carry on the tradition.
This is what we do. You got to pass it down. Our little family has to continue.
Keeping the sound of Grandma weaving.
I know she's here with me in spirit. She always encourages me to continue weaving.
And the patterns of their stories woven among generations.
It's life. It becomes alive.
At the Cameron Trading Post in Arizona, Aaron Cox, KSL 5 News.